Baker, do you feel you got a good sense of the Steelers rivalry in that opener, even from the sideline?
Absolutely. Could feel it from our crowd. Um, that was the first game of the year, so a little bit different. But yeah, absolutely could sense the physicality of this game. That's kind of how all of our division games go. So yeah, I got a good taste for it.
Hey, Baker, how do you guys fix the slow starts?
Got to eliminate the minus plays. We had two penalties. One penalty on the first drive, penalty on the second drive, and then third drive had a negative run. So if we do our job, eliminate those things, we'll be in a much better position to take points. And any points are good points. We got to, field awareness. We got to score when we have a chance, and we got to do that, and be proud to do that.
What do you see when you look at the Steelers defense?
They play hard. Obviously, they have a lot of talent everywhere. That's the obvious thing, but they play hard. They play with each other, and they feed off the energy. They feed off the big plays that they're making. So it'll be a great test for us.
Do you have any comment about the league pretty much admitting that guys should have been penalized for hitting you in the head?
I didn't hear it at the time because I was so fuming mad, but to hear the ref say he's allowed to be hit in the head, I thought that's why they put in the rule, but we'll see.
Now, wait, just as a follow-up, that series ended at the 1 yard line.
Absolutely, it could have helped us to score. Yeah, could have been 15 more yards and a first down, closer to the end zone. Like I said, we need to take any points we can get, but that didn't define the game. We should have scored earlier and after that too.
Hey, you played under that targeting rule while in college. Do you think that was a deterrent for players, when it's called, then they're ejected from the game and then face a suspension, I think, for the next half? Is that something you think maybe the NFL should think about adopting?
I definitely know it affected our team. Anytime you have guys that are flying around trying to, impose their will on an offense, and a hit like that can take them out of not only that second half, but then the first half of the next game, that can affect a lot of guys. So I don't know. It's something you can think about. It's just everybody implies their rules differently. So I don't know.
But there were OU players who then maybe got suspended and thought twice about it. You thought?
Oh, absolutely. It makes you hesitate on some things. Yeah.
What is your reaction?
Do you take any satisfaction from the fact that the league has referred it to John Runyon, their discipline guy, for a possible fine, and that he probably will be fined, and that they're not saying it was a penalty?
No. After the fact, it doesn't really matter. It's just one of those things that, in the moment, you got to be able to call that.
What's your reaction when, after the fact, you do hear that the ref said what he said?
No words, honestly. No words.
Did you hear from the Bucs at all, Whitehead or anybody, about
No.
that hit?
No.
What was the reaction of your teammates when you popped up and got in his face like you did?
That's the type of energy, and fire that I try and bring to the game. I don't know, a good reaction because it was a big play. We converted and we moved the ball down the field. So we played well in that second half because we were clicking on all cylinders.
When you look back at that, are you thankful you didn't have a concussion? Yeah. That was a big helmet on that blow.
I'll be all right, yeah.
Hey, Baker, there were two flags on that play, and there was some talk that one of them might have been taunting on you. Did you hear any talk on the field, discussion that they were considering flagging you for?
I didn't see the flag or it wasn't called, so neither was targeting.
What's your guys' overall feeling on it? It seems like every week we're asking you guys about a call. Did you win against it? Did you guys get tired of this?
Absolutely, but if we do the things right, it doesn't come down to those calls. It's easy to point and blame certain calls during a game, but if we're scoring points, we can take the refs out of the game. We can eliminate all those things to where we're not counting on having a good call. We can do the things right to where none of that really matters.
Baker, there's a lot. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
If that hit's not flagged, you wonder what would be flagged? What does it take to get a flag on a hit in the head?
Probably not playing quarterback for the Browns.
There's a lot of talk about slow starts, but the fact is, the overtimes have been a trouble for the offense too. Do you have any, idea about what's going on? Because you guys have great fourth periods offensively, and then you get in overtime and it's like 3 and out a lot.
Little things. When it comes down to is doing the little things right. So early on in the game, when emotions are high, you got to settle in quickly and do your job. And then late in the game, when it really matters, you don't have to do too much. You just got to do your job.
Don't you love having the ball last, though? I mean, as quarterback?
Absolutely. You know, you live for those moments. It's like if you're playing basketball, you want the ball in your hands for the last shot. Anything like that, I think, is a great opportunity for a quarterback.
What's your reaction to Hugh saying he was going to get more involved in the offense, and how's that played out in the last couple of days?
I think a lot of things are said post-game, you know, emotionally, but I think the thing around here is we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to perfect our craft. You look at the good teams around the league, they work hard at what they do, and they become very, very good at it. We have what we have. We don't need to try and change too much. We just need to get better at what we're doing. There's no secret recipe for success besides working your ass off for what you have.
When Todd talks about the script of plays, and Hugh said he likes the script, have you been comfortable with the script, and that's not the reason you decided for the slow start?
Absolutely. You know, they give me full, you know, freedom to say if I don't like something. I've liked it. Now it just comes down to us doing our job.
Sometimes a quarterback can have a lot of voices in his ear during the game. You have Stanton you lean on, not Ty's on the bench. You've got the coordinator, you got Zampese, and the head coach. Are you a guy that likes limited voices, interrupting things?
Absolutely. I think you have to play the game, but there's a time when everybody has a piece of advice. It's knowing when to listen to those things. They're seeing something different from when, you know, I'm out there on the field. What it comes down to is I see things on the field, and it's different. When you're out there, you know, in the chaos, you have to react, you have to play, and what you see is what you get. But you can come back, you can look at the pictures on the sideline, you can listen to the things they're saying and take that out and translate it. But it's not letting it cloud your judgment too much, because you still have to play fast, and I think that's the most important thing.
Are there times you felt overloaded with input?
No.
No.
So to follow on that, so during a game, how many voices are in your ear? I'm not talking about Todd Haley calling the plays, but when you're down the sideline.
I don't know. I'll count it up this Sunday, and I'll be able to have an answer for you after
But I
that.
mean, do you really have all those people advising you while you're standing?
Everybody wants to win, so any piece of advice that's trying to help us, that they're going to say that, because we want that. We want a team that's hungry for a win. We want a team that wants to get better and wants to improve and wants to make those plays. So, yeah, people have things to say, but it's not all negative. I mean, people talk for a reason. You know, they're seeing things. I want my receivers to come back and have feedback. I want to have that relationship to where the offensive line is like, hey, when we get in this look, run this. Or the receivers say, hey, I'm killing this guy on out routes. Maybe double move him now since he's seeing that a lot. I don't know. You want to hear that stuff.
Baker, do you feel things are slowing down now for you after a few starts?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, slowing down, but you know, we need to speed up in the first half. So that's the motto right now.
A lot of people saw the OU Texas rivalry week post that you had on Instagram. What is it about the rivalry atmosphere that you feed off of?
Football's a physical game, and when it comes to rivalry games, that's when it's the most physical. You know, a lot of things, you know, assignment errors and stuff like that can be overcome by, you know, imposing your will on the other team. And so that's what AFC North is about, and that's what this rivalry is about. So when it comes down to it, you got to do your job, but a lot of the time, the team that runs the ball the best and it's the most physical wins.
Baker, how do you attack a quarterback sneak? Do you just see the hole and dive for it, or
Yeah,
different?
you know, is a little bit hard when the ball gets set that late and they're able to fill the gaps and line up for it. Yeah, we have a general plan on where we're supposed to go, but after that, you got to play ball. Got to find a way to get it in.
There were 5 sacks again, but Hugh said he thought you did a better job of getting the ball out of your hands. How did you assess? Because we talked about that a lot last week, and how that was another priority. How did you think you did?
Made progress, but you know, there's always more room for improvement. So that's where my head's at right now. You know, happy with some things that I did, but absolutely not satisfied.
And when you look at the Steelers, is T.J. Watt the guy that stands out? You got to keep an eye on him.
He's obviously one of their best players. He had 4 sacks against us last time, so that stands out on film. But you know, when he's not making plays, that's because somebody's keying in on him and somebody else has opened up an opportunity for that. So you got to pay attention to where he's at, but that doesn't mean you lose sight of everybody else.
Why was the ball set so late on that?
Couldn't tell you.
There was an increase in production between you and Landry. Was that a result of the work of the practice week or game plan? Or?
A little bit of both. I think we wanted to get him involved early. You know, he's one of our best players, so have to keep him involved and finding ways to get him the ball. But yeah, absolutely. shows the work that we tried to put in during the week of practice and just talking through certain things. And as I learn about these receivers more and more and get more reps, that's what's going to happen.
The record's 2-4-1. What can you guys salvage out of a tough spot that record is?
We come out with a win on Sunday. That's a huge division win. Steelers are leading it right now, and so we like to think of it as these games count as 2 down the road. So we need to, take advantage of this opportunity and put ourselves in a good spot moving forward.
Had 4 starts, and defenses have had chances to adjust and, play to your strengths as well. Is there anything that's been harder than you expected?
No, I just think I need to improve on my craft and keep getting better.